Wow, you called unexpectedly.
Well, were you doing something?
I had my headset in my controller because I was doing something quick.
Oh my god. So, alright, so this is gonna be pretty much like a second try, the second attempt on the first episode of Tard Guards.
What? Was the first episode just like a fucking test trial?
It was. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
So, do you want to explain to the people how, what was the reaction to Anchor?
Anchor?
How do they express their feelings to this little podcast of ours?
I don't know, like, all I really did was chat with someone from Anchor, and they said, alright, you can be confirmed. And I was like, you fucking serious? Like, yeah, dude, it's fine. We do this every day. And he's like, I got so hyped. Like, I was like 99% sure we weren't going to be a podcast. It surprised me. It's like a pleasant surprise, and I sincerely enjoy that happened.
Especially with all the fucking crazy shit we talk about.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't listen to that. Because, like, I'm not sure if you listened to it, but... Okay, so it started off with the intro that I had made. A shout out to Anji Ray. And then the first two segments that we recorded were completely cut out.
Is anybody in here?
No.
And after a couple of random segments, it cut straight to when we were talking about how much porn we watched.
Oh no.
It was... God.
That's terrible.
And they still accepted us, and they asked for, like, the Gmail and everything. I'm surprised. Like...
Wow.
We're still gonna call this, like, the first episode.
I don't know.
God,
Are we gonna have to... Can you rename episodes?
I already deleted the first episode, so... Yeah, I was just waiting until we became a podcast to do that. Now that we are...
Wow. This is going to be an adventure.
Mm-hmm. God.
That means we have to reintroduce ourselves, you know?
Oh, that's true. Well, I already technically, introduced myself in the intro.
Yeah. Well, my name is
This is Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, fucking... Fuck you.
You guys might remember him from that one episode of The Simpsons.
Oh, fuck off.
He also wrote the entire soundtrack for Undertale.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
How do you put music over, the little shits we do, the podcasts?
I think I can only do it over like solo things. Like if I'm in a room like what we're doing now, I don't think I can add music. I don't think. It's just easier if I do with just one device, which I used for the intro.
Well, that kind of
God.
That'll make awkward when there's awkward silence.
Right. First agenda subject.
Yes, we need to find a subject.
Should we just
Oh, apparently, Hunter and Sarah Hannah went to Great Bear again.
Stupid ass. My little brother told me it was only like. Right, do you remember in our old elementary school, that little hill on the side of the playground?
Yeah, when it used to be frozen over with water when it was winter.
Yeah.
And when the one time when the sled got frozen in there.
Oh my god.
Dude,
yeah. What the hell happened?
That was in
Sean?
3rd grade.
Like the last I've seen of him was in like
I think
5th grade.
He got from what I remember, he was expelled and then he moved somewhere.
No, I think he was first suspended, but then he was just like swooped and taken away. And last I saw of him was at Arnold's Park, and he was with this like youth group, and he was like a totally normal person, if not better. Like Cole,
So basically, he changed.
changed. He was enlightened.
He's been given wisdom.
Like, jeez.
Oh, we gotta tell the story to these people who actually watch this.
Oh God, that's right. Other than the intro, they know nothing about us.
So, back in 3rd grade, this is during the winter, a sled was frozen in this little so-called pond.
Hmm?
Our friend Tyler and some other kids, I don't remember who was all
Destiny was one of them.
there doing it. Yeah, we're trying to dig it out with sticks.
It was-
The little
I remember-
retards we were.
I remember it was Destiny, Tyler, and I.
I was part of it, but I got fucking bored of it early. One day, while Tyler was soloing, like chipping away the ice, Sean comes up and like fucking tries to take him away from it.
Yeah, Sean starts pushing the sled deeper into the. Excuse me, I'm eating ice cream into the pond, and Tyler says,
So-called spawn.
"Yeah, so-called pond. It was like 2x2, and like a foot deep." And like Tyler says, "No, don't do that." And Sean starts kicking his shit in, like slamming his head into the ice. And my first instinct,
And then one of our teachers.
yeah, I just bolted it to like the teachers. But it was obvious that they like saw everything that was happening, but I still ran because I didn't want Sean to push my shit in. It was like Friday the 13th. I was just running for my life.
Did you trip
No, I didn't trip.
over the stupidest shit?
To this day, I'm very good at running on ice.
Oh my god. Memories that are painful yet fun.
Speaking of memories that were painful but fun, did I ever tell you about that one time where I pretty much skinned the back of my legs with a wheelbarrow?
Yes.
Was that?
Now you have to tell these guys. I'm still gonna laugh at this shit.
Alright. Alright, sidetrack. I'm eating this cappuccino gelato ice cream, and it's the best thing.
Oh, that sounds good.
It is. Alright, so I'm like,
Can you not do that in the mic?
yeah, I'll refrain from doing that. So I'm like 5 to 7. I have no idea how old I am. And my dad decides, hey, why not take a lawnmower and attach it to a wheelbarrow and take the kids around the block. And it was cool. We still have that wheelbarrow. We still use it for a lot of stuff.
Nice.
And so while we were getting off, like after the 30-minute like ride, I got off too quickly, and it just skinned the back of my legs. Not to the point where you could see muscle, but like all the hair was gone. The top layer of my
So basically, you just shaved
I just
to the point where you bled.
a 1 blade razor. All like my hair, the top layer of my skin was gone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My parents, like, my dad just picked me up and bolted me inside while my brother, still having no idea what was happening, just stayed there.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, your little. I think this was like 2 days ago, on Thursday. Your brother told me, like, he's part of choir, right? A bunch of kids were doing a little Ugandan knuckles meme and they're like
God.
clucking
That's not fun.
and saying to you no way. I just wanted to die
Okay,
now.
now we have to talk
I don't,
about.
our school is fucking
Now we have
cancerous.
to talk about the dead meme culture. So,
Yes.
we're gonna start in 2011-12, when rage faces were like hip and everything. Do you remember how long they lasted as a good meme? Like,
Yes.
2012 to say 2014 or 15.
14, 13. I'd say 14 to 13, honestly. That's when 15 started, like, fucking...
Right, 14.
That's when the Earth started to go to shit.
Alright, 2014. And they just sort of, were just devoid from that point on. And at that point, it was just MLG memes,
phase memes.
Yeah, that kind of meme. Until, like, God.
It's basically what a COD community was a meme at a whole.
Up until, like, early 2016. And now we just have temp memes, where it's just like,
yes,
like one meme is funny for like a few weeks, and then
it just dies, and everybody's mad
and
at
now,
it.
Like nowadays, now a meme is funny for like 2 days best, and then everyone gets pissed off at it because it's overused. Like,
and it's like people start using it
I
terribly.
appreciate a good meme, a well-made meme. Have you seen like those?
Yes.
Call of Duty Zombies memes on iPhone?
Yes. Like the original COD music.
I really enjoy those.
Fetch the dog round. Like, fetch me their souls.
I would appreciate it.
I miss the original COD zombies. I appreciated that.
Yeah, now, you have Call of Duty Black Ops 3 starring David Hasselhoff. And like
back in like 2012 and all that, that's when it all was thought out. Nowadays it's like people just come with stupid shit and just post it.
And I don't know why they gave in Zombies they added so many like different movement styles, like sliding. That wasn't necessary.
I miss the dolphin diving. I like the dolphin diving.
Man. That was just a fun way to kill yourself on most maps.
Yes, that's why I loved it.
Oh my.
I used to go troll noobs with it. Did you know that? Like, people who just started getting into zombies, I'd say, I'll make them go to like a high point, make them dolphin dive down, saying there's like a secret shit there, little Easter egg.
I remember how many YouTubers would do like, trolling a noob on Xbox 360 Minecraft. And they would just meet these kids on COD servers and just mess with them. Like,
did you know shit? Should we say names? I was about to say names.
Use a code name.
Shit. I'm gonna say Weiss. You know what I mean by Weiss, right? The tall, skinny chick.
Yes.
Basically a fucking tree branch.
Okay, come on. Go ahead.
She plays Minecraft on her phone.
If you heard that was me almost choking on my ice cream.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I saw her playing it during fucking shop. Oh yeah, was it Bullerman like fucking playing rules of survive on like the fucking stalls? From now on, I'm gonna refer to him as like a stab victim.
That could possibly be the best thing I've ever heard in my life. God,
we have to refer to him as like the stab victim from now on.
No.
Yes.
How about?
Oh yeah, our first episode's gone. So the story is
okay.
There,
should I tell it?
During first hour on how many months was it ago? It was like during November, right? Yes. The stab victim and Beloit, well, it was first stab victim or Bowlerman, was shooting rubber bands at Aaron. Here, you want to finish the story?
Okay. So this is the first hour of class. I'm already kind of pissy because it's I think early into the day. I got little to no sleep because I was just watching Friends on Netflix until 3 a.m. And
what the fuck?
What? What's wrong with Friends?
No, I'm wondering why you watch Friends till 3 in the morning.
Because it's a wholesome and raunchy show. I appreciate it.
Nobody told you life was gonna be this way. Alright, finish the story.
Alright, and I'm just talking to a couple of buds from my class, and I guess Victim
I was sleeping in the back.
and a couple of his tards started shooting rubber bands.
You can call him Boloid. I mean, Boloman. You can call them by their last names, but just not their first
No.
names.
I mean,
Why?
okay, whatever. And they just started shooting rubber bands, throwing pencils and cough drops. And I'm started getting kind of pissed. Like, they're normally like pretty retarded, but not to this extent. So when one reaches out to get one, this is Victim. I started fucking poking holes in his back with a standard number 2 pencil that I forgot to sharpen. And
Just so like it's blunt.
you could see his face wince with pain, but he never really showed it. And when our teacher told us, all right, everyone come outside with me, and she just said, all right, if this happens again, you're all going to the office and all of your parents are being called. And it was just like a whole like synchronized group of, okay. Because
Aaron there's like fucking pissed at the point where he wants to stab another person, probably.
I would do it again if I'm gonna be honest. No, I had no
Yes.
regrets. And after that,
I was proud of it.
Victim's
Whole ordeal.
Victim starts rolling on the ground and starts crying about like, oh, the legend's tiny. Oh, it hurts. Oh, no. And like he just starts crying. And
I think it's infected.
it's infected. Oh no. I'm gonna die. So he just walks himself to the office, and class goes on normally, except not. And I just play it off cool because I know I'll piss off a lot of people if I act like nothing happened. So second hour rolls by, and the teacher gets a call.
You get called to the office.
He says, Aaron, they want you down at the office. And all I really said was, alright. And I just I pick up myself, start whistling, and go down to the office.
Bobby, huh? You want to go?
Oh man, I sat there laughing pretty much the whole hour.
God, did people like seem pissed?
No, they were actually pissed.
Like how pissed off were they? Were they actually talking about how pissed they were?
From a rate from a 1 to 10, I'd say they're like a 6 or a 5.
Ooh, that's exactly what I was going for, a 6 or a 5. And like I was trying.
Mason was at like a fucking 7.
Trying to hide it, and I know I did it well. Once I got into the hall, I was nervously crying to myself, like, "Oh, my fucking parents are gonna beat the shit out of me." But no. After I talked to the principal and called for my parents, it was actually kind of okay. My mom didn't seem as pissed at me, and it was all right. All I got was
What about your dad?
my dad. Like he actually kind of supported me. He was like, "Look," he said, "Look, if I was in your shoes, I would have done the same, but
Not to that extent.
not to that extent. But like, you have to remember to, have limits. You can say whatever you want to him."
My limits is when that kid is crying on the ground in pain.
And he tells me, when you get physical, there are boundaries. But when you talk, you can say whatever you want to. Because when things get physical, you can put a Band-Aid over it. But you can't put a Band-Aid over a hurt soul. And my dad always says, like, the most mystical and philosophical stuff. I was like,
Basically, he's like an old monk.
yeah. And that's when I really wanted to teach myself sarcasm. And with my already quick wits, I already, knew a lot of things that a lot of people would be hurt when, I said. It was just a whole like fun situation. That was the center of attention for everyone.
If you hear that in the background, my mom's messing with my dog with the the laundry baskets. Yes.
Sorry, but I have to chew gum. My freaking like entire mouth.
You eating ice cream and chewing gum?
Oh no, the flavor's already gone. You know that aftertaste of coffee?
Yes.
It's still there. It's not good. I just want to get rid of it.
I need to know how to use this weapon. If you're wondering, I'm playing Warframe, by the way.
I might consider getting Warframe.
Dude, it's a really grindy game, by the way.
I already have a bunch of games, like a lot of indie games, like Terraria, Lethal League.
This takes like fucking years to actually like get to a level you want to be.
Oh Jesus!
Stop that. I've been playing this game for like 2 years. I'm still only mastering rank 11.
God. No, but Lethal League will piss you off.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling like combos are developing a lot worse. Than last time we did this.
Why?
I don't know. It's just developing slowly. I'll just go to the.
Well, it's because we don't have many stories to talk about right now.
Yeah, have no reason.
Except for like if we go back like days, like years and years ago, that we could barely remember.
God.
Shit.
I mean, I'm gonna look.
Do you remember Mr. Glove?
Mr. Glove.
No, Glove.
Glove.
I think that was his name, Mr. Glove. He was like the Friday gym teacher for elementary.
Glove.
That was when I was in special ed.
Glove?
Glove. Might as well go to Ask Reddit, huh, if you can't remember.
No. I just remember Dorn. I fucking love Dorn.
Yes.
And when
my sister fucking hates Miller.
Miller goddamn fucking sucks. 1 year we had him was the worst year of gym I've ever had.
Yes.
Cause
dude, my sister like would fucking like go to extent like she would fucking rebel against him.
And like
he has favorites, you know. Did you know that?
Oh my god, I hate teachers that like show favoritism. Like
he favorites the Bullemans.
It's fucking gross. Like if you're gonna have favorites,
disgusting.
Like display it. Like and if like don't be sneaky about having favorites. That just makes it worse.
He just blatantly shows it, from what I know.
I'm trying to find.
Fucking hate Miller.
Trying to find good things on r/would you rather, and I'm finding nothing.
What about Reddit? I mean, Ask Reddit.
Oh, Ask Reddit. That's a good place.
We should make our own Reddit.
I mean, I could with one of my accounts.
Might as well, right?
I mean, we should wait a couple of weeks until we get more like applauses and favorites.
You got a point there, yeah.
I mean, because we only have like 17 applauses, opposed to like people with like hundreds of thousands.
Oh, you got a point there. You know, everybody starts out small, with like nothing to talk about.
Is a good one. What is something from the 1990s you would like to see return?
Ooh. It's like anything really basically Cartoon Network.
Yeah, all I could really say is like,
since I wasn't born in the 1990s, all I can say is like stuff from like old cartoons and shit.
Now the TV...
Maybe like the Berenstain Bears.
I mean the Berenstain Bears.
Fuck you!
Now, like, I have the standard...
I don't need no Mandela effect in this shit.
No, we're not going to talk about the Mandela effect.
No.
Now we have the standard dish plan, and for some reason that doesn't have True TV and Nickelodeon, two channels that I actually like.
Wow.
and it pisses me off. But nevertheless, two things that I would like to see make a comeback are either old Nick cartoons and cheesy drug PSAs.
Rugrats.
Oh, Rugrats. That's a classic, though. I think they're still making like little mini movies for Nick on that. Good Burger. I need to see a remastered version of Good Burger.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I mean, not like a Netflix original, because they'll fuck that up.
Yes. Stranger Things is an exception, though.
When is that coming up, like the third season? I heard somewhere around like 2020.
They already officially announced third season for that already, but I'm not sure when it's released. Probably somewhere in the fall, you know?
Yeah. I saw an article that says it's not going to be about Will, which I'm kind of relieved because, like, he's getting a fucking tough break.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find another one.
Sorry if you hear my control spamming, I'm actually about to fucking die here. Oh god,
Of all
help.
the cartoon / TV shows you've seen, which one has had the best pilot episode?
Pilot? I've never really seen pilot episodes, I believe.
My favorite one...
He's got a Kim Kardashian booty. Sure does.
What could I say? I think...
Who likes spontaneity? Smells like me.
For the worst, I probably have to say BoJack Horseman. Like, it pretty much just like plops you somewhere that would normally be in like the middle of the series.
So cute.
Like, BoJack Horseman is one of the best Netflix originals out there. But the pilot's like,
Yeah, you first watched it around somewhere in my house. It's actually really decent.
yeah, I watched the whole thing in like a span of like a month.
Wow.
Oh my god, right.
Should I be scrolling through Ask Reddit as well?
I am also scrolling through Ask Reddit.
Oh, I got a snap from somebody.
No,
That's from you. They say I
figured
don't
out
have.
how to get it out. I tied it on around his body. You figured out how to get it out.
I was watching Neander's stream earlier.
Daddy's poop stingy.
I've just been listening to Super Mega Cast for the last like 3 hours. Just
I can fucking see that.
just for self prep.
I can understand why as well.
God, I need to get more shit for my PS. Like all the games are just like little party indie games, whether it's like FIFA, Terraria, or Lethal League. Those games are fun, but only if you have other people. Even if I have
Yes.
other people, I only have 2 fucking controllers.
When do you choose one? You get to be a minor Greek god of something trivial or common. What do you choose and do with your newfound power?
Iowa.
Power.
Let's see.
Dude, I'll fucking be a Greek god of technology.
I mean,
Or
that's not a
knowledge.
minor thing. I'd say that's like one of the least minor things.
Well, it's common technology, knowledge, and all
I
that.
mean, but that's not minor.
Hi, baby.
But
Wait me on the door.
who gives a fuck? Just be a Greek god.
No, there's already Greek god of water. I just looked at like a
Yeah, Poseidon.
half-empty water bottle on my desk, and I just thought, wait, I'll be the Greek god of water.
God of disposal items. That is the best shit ever.
Oh my god, I'll be the Greek god of ketchup packets.
Oh, what are you gonna do with your newfound power?
With the power invested in me, I would make sure every drop of ketchup gets outside that little ketchup packet. 'Cause I feel like
Of course.
I feel like I'm wasting half the ketchup packet when I don't use the whole thing.
Dude, I fucking love Ask Reddit.
There are a lot of creative people on this.
As you grow older, what are you starting to hate more and more?
I guess people
Yeah, same here.
like.
With like the antisocial fucking hermits we are.
Goddamn, I remember also judging you first time we tried recording the first episode about using the word hermit.
Sit. Lay down.
It fits so well.
Not an accurate word, but it's not a good word.
We're like,
Let's...
we're just stuck in our shells.
Did you open the window? I can smell it all out here.
What do people have against realistic people?
I don't know. I think it's just like the mindset, like they only hear what they want to hear, and so if people like go into depth about thought, it's like, oh, well, I just want to think about good things. I just want to have a good fucking burger, man. I got other than Cali or like Dairy Queen, I can't remember having like a good burger from anywhere else.
True. Yo, tell your stories from like Cali. So like, since we already deleted the first episode.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm just okay. All right. So for winter break, for 2017, my family decided to go to Cali, and the four words. I tell Nikki, right, if someone has 2 or more colors in their hair, I'll call them Miss, Madam, or Sir, or himself, or himst. And I decided to do that.
I was praying you'd get sued.
And I was thinking that too. I was hoping I would get sued. But the first couple times I tried, I only got like mean glares or like hard stares. And the last time I tried it, this is like 2 or 3 days before I left Cali. This lady that I passed by in the hotel, who was going to the unisex bathroom, I saw as the perfect target for my harassment.
You're fucking little shit.
And so, while she's washing her hands, while I'm washing mine, like, I tell her, excuse me, miss, can you pass the soap? Because, there's only like a little bar of soap in that hotel. It's like pretty fucking cheap. And she just goes fucking ham on me. Like, excuse me? I'm not a female. I forgot what she said, but she just, like, I think she just made up a gender on the spot. Either that or it was like a hyper-extended form of the word, like non-binary. And I was like, I'm sorry, miss. I apologize. Forgive me, miss, for I only want to stretch over and borrow the soap. And I'm trying my best not, like, 1, to absolutely burst a nut laughing, and 2, I'm also trying my best to sound, like, innocent, even though I look like I'm, like, 20. And he just starts going off and like, how could you assume my gender? That is such a cruel and hurtful thing. I can't believe you weren't even like considering my emotions. And before she can even like finish her sentence, she starts crying, and I just bolt out of the bathroom because I knew if I had stayed there for another second, I would start bursting out crying.
Oh my god.
Crying out of victory and laughter, but also out of sadness, because I started crying because like I would never get that experience again. Oh my god.
Minnesota is just like full of nice people.
Yeah, Minnesota is filled with like sane people. Like,
unlike fucking Cali.
God damn. Motherfucking California, Oregon, trash country states.
Is Wyoming really considered a fucking state?
I don't think so. I think it's just land.
It's just like exists.
Yeah. Wyoming only has like physical shit. I hate it.
We
And,
all
like,
do.
not only that, but majority of the time we'll to Wyoming, we had no like Wi-Fi, so we had to buy a map from the gas station because GPS stopped working, and the next telephone pole was like 3 counties down.
That feels so bad. How didn't you go to like a random wedding?
Random, yeah. I guess we went there for the wedding, but like I didn't even fucking know we were supposed to go to a wedding. I thought we were just going there for like the fun of it, but like no, the entire like idea of us coming was for the wedding. But the thing is,
Wow.
it was a relatively short wedding. Like they had the wedding and the reception in their backyard. Like they had a wedding ceremony all set up, and right behind it was the reception. And of all mariachi bands that I normally found annoying because they just played the same fucking song 3 times in a row, repeatedly for hours. Like they played it so loud. They had mics in front of like their sousaphones, violins and guitars, and just for 3 hours. Like the bass of the music is pounding your head, and when you go outside and to like a separate building to use the bathroom, it's still pounding in your goddamn head. One, because of the reverb in your empty skull, and 2, because it's so loud it's bursting through the entire building. And it was sort of this sort of plaza place. Like they had like 3 huge like reception rooms. We were using lot 2, and the third one was empty, and the first one was to a white couple. The white couple's reception was so goddamn boring. It was pretty much like their best like try to recreate like something from a Disney movie, but it was completely botched. And I saw like 5 like kids like 2 years younger than me just playing Minecraft on their phones, while like everyone else was watching the bride and groom dance like on like the almost fucking basketball court wide dance floor. And I look over to the lot we were using. Everyone was fucking party hardy.
Like getting wasted and all.
Everything everywhere. And I look back and I just thought, like, do they not hear this? Like, it baffled me.
Like a different realm of existence.
Yeah, I felt like I was standing in between dimensions. Like, it was so silent and like, or maybe they were just playing like Disney music and I just couldn't hear it because like
mariachi
like
band, 500
decibels sounding fucking mariachi band. But back to the wedding I went to in Cali. It was good. I had a lot of family there. My favorite cousins were there, and the food was really good. Fucking delicious. And
but good is like Chick-fil-A, good burger.
They didn't have burgers. They had like quesadillas, which were actually really good. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Near the end of the wedding, near the end of the reception rather, when everyone was getting drunk, I decided to camp it out in the car along with my brother, and because we didn't want to get fucking knocked out by like a fucking crazy drunk person, so we just decided to hang out in the car. The thing is, my brother needed to piss every like 15 minutes, so they just had to pretty much just give him the keys, so we had to go back and forth to take a piss. But not only that, but a majority of the time there was like a line of drunk people who already had to take a shit. And oh my god,
Must have been so bad.
one upside from that was I started thinking like, wait, could someone make like ASMR porn on SoundCloud? And
Stop.
I looked everything up and I was shocked. Like I was enlightened that day. I mean, I don't listen to it now.
It exists?
It exists. Oh my god. Do you remember the Underswap, whatever that is?
Yes.
Oh my god. Someone made a Underswap for a Napster book, Napsterbot, and it was just like, I think, an hour-long recording of, a very good voice actor, mind you, pretending to jerk you off. It's like this.
I have no comment to this.
Dude, I didn't either. It was like, wait, this isn't that bad actually. I almost recommend it, but I don't.
Didn't ASMR like fucking die off?
And pretty much at this point, like, people make so many stupid jokes about it, like, no one cares for it anymore. But you can still find a lot on SoundCloud. It's almost dangerous.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah, that's why I just stick to Spotify. God, I want someone to make.
Thing is, I have good music on my SoundCloud, so I don't really want to leave it.
I don't want to risk searching for shit.
That's why I just go for like top hits, or I look up like fucking dubstep and all that shit.
Oh my god. I wish there was like the music app to end all music apps on, iPhone. Because like, not like listening to music, but making music. Like, Oxy's okay. It has good sounds, but you have to pay for a lot of shit. And if you want to find a sound that you like, you have to pay like $4 for a pack. And like, I think $25 for every pack.
So basically, it's pay to make.
Yeah, pay to make.
Instead of pay to win, it's pay to make.
GarageBand is okay, but there's very little you can do. There are a lot of good sounds.
Limited,
and everything.
like very limited.
Yeah, it has good sounds and everything. It's just the editing that you can do within. That really ties you back. But one thing I like doing was making ringtones. I could just, pretty much copy and paste like an audio file, put into GarageBand, and make it my ringtone without having to pay for it on Zedge.
Nice.
It was nice.
Hold on.
Until they added some kind of update that changed the entire format, and I couldn't fucking do that anymore.
Mother. In like a month from now, can you buy me a game? Oh,
Game? What kind of game now?
It's right. Oh, fuck.
Did you figure out what laptop you're getting yet?
Yes, I've been looking up and researching for like a long time.
You know which one it is?
Yes. I don't know what price it is now. Hold on, let me look it up.
How much could it change?
What do you mean it would change?
Like, dude, just never mind. Just look for it.
It's the Alienware 13, dude.
Isn't that expensive?
Well, my mother's got discounts, so she works for Dell.
She work for Dell?
Kind of works for Dell. She gets a discount, basically.
Neat.
Oh, I gotta find all this shit again.
Oh my god.
You alright?
What's something we've done within the time that we first recorded the first episode and shit?
I don't know. I made Cheerios, but I have no milk, and I want Cheerios.
If there's one cereal that still tastes good without milk, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I don't think I'm gonna get the 2,666 megahertz one.
Jesus.
I might just get 2,400 megahertz. Yeah, it's only like $1,800, $1,900.
Jesus.
That's expensive. It's like, I'm gonna go for this one. I don't really need this one. I'll go for like third to last. It's like 1,900, 1,800 plus tax, Ow!
Oh, it went down. Price.
Don't go for this one. Just go for this one right here.
Why?
Because this is just different megahertz right here. I
That's
just go
more.
for that. Yes, I don't know what the megahertz does.
256 has more memory.
It does, but that's too expensive, isn't it? And I also want a game to go.
Oh my god, we never talked about one thing we did on live.me, like in detail, did we?
No.
What was on Dell.com?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Can you screenshot that and text it to me? Those both of them.
Are we going into full
That way
detail
I can
about
look
that?
it up at work.
Yes, we must.
Okay, so this is before we decided to do anything on Anchor. Anchor was sort of our second choice after live.me.
I was streaming on Twitch at the same time,
Yeah,
I
I don't
believe.
think anyone joined, did they? Like, no one came to see. Because there are, like,
Nobody
dozens
did.
of, like,
Nobody knows I exist on that,
yeah,
honestly.
more interesting and more fascinating talk shows than just Tard Guards. So, we all stopped by this bar slash, well, not really grill, that we have in our town. And we're just waiting for a couple of our friends to stop by. And our good friend Hunter, which we do plan to have on this podcast
Even though he refuses to.
at some point, he just, when he comes, he tells us that he has something that could get him more jail time than a bomb, and he's like super secretive
True.
about it. And so when we actually like get to the place,
He used to live down in Houston, like the ghetto part of Houston, so I can understand what he means by that.
and when we actually get to the place we are, where we were planning to record on live.me,
He gave us a gift.
a gift, and the gift was just
So, quote unquote gift.
and the gift was just one Tide Pod for each of us.
It wasn't even a fucking Tide Pod, it was gate.
Was it game? How could they recognize that
It was gate. Gate.
Gate? That was game.
No, it's gate.
Game.
It's called gate.
I'm gonna just do this to spite you, but I'm gonna look up game pods. Gate. Fuck. Game pods. Right. If this looks exactly how it was. Game pods. Yeah, this is exactly what we had. Game pods.
God damn you.
Wait, look.
I look up gate pods and what comes up is fucking Tide Pods.
It sucks to be wrong, isn't it?
Fuck you.
No.
Anyway, continue the story.
Should we? Oh yeah. So we start the stream on live.me, and we start getting a pretty good following. If you don't say anything, I'll get to that point. And we start talking. We're having a good time, and at some point we actually reached like 50 or 60 people watching. I was like, "Whoa, shit! I guess like I'm not gonna do so poorly on this." And like by the time we've reached like an hour, I think like around an hour and a half, Mickey and I started looking at their names because we're sort of like the background people who are like monitoring everything, and we realized that like they were all bots. Like
I'm the first one to
there
notice.
was not a single real person in that stream, and that discouraged me. So like all the success that I thought was that I had is just gone in that one like split second in my head. It's gone. I got super fucking sad about it afterwards.
Ah, man. Feels bad,
It
man.
does feel bad, man.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I told you that I had PUBG on my Xbox, right?
Yes. How's that going so far?
I've made it to top 10 for almost every game I've been in.
God, on Fortnite, like, I hate fucking those stupid live action battle royale games. Because if you land in the wrong place, your entire game's fucked. And not only that, but it's internet draining. like if someone else is watching Netflix, I can't like run 10 frames per second on Fortnite. One time I actually just lagged out the game. Like I was just deleted.
Feels bad, man. Holy shit.
And like when I would play Fortnite, my parents were home. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What's taking up so much of the Wi-Fi? Like I'm just playing game. We'll turn that shit off.
Thing is, you could play it here and there wouldn't be any problems.
Your
at
personal
all.
hotspot on your phone is better than my Wi-Fi at home.
It feels bad, dude. Holy shit.
I'm trying to look for more things on Ask Reddit, but there's like not.
Oh, I already found one.
Well, fuck that.
Well,
What is it?
as you grow older, what do you start to like more and more?
Oh, like.
That's a very difficult thing to think about, honestly. How you think of things like I hate.
Sis, you not get my text? Yeah. I know. We get into these things. It's abnormal. Don't judge.
Abnormal.
Abnormal. Oh my god, I just thought of a topic of discussion.
Oh god, don't. Not yet. You have to answer the question.
Alright.
I started appreciating more development on games and technology, to be
I
honest.
started appreciating development as like a whole, because I remember when I was a kid, like I would just think of the material and never the developers. But at this point, whether it's like a good cartoon or a game, I just think of like this is starting when I was like 9 or 10. Like I started thinking of like the, actual production of like songs, games, and cartoons, and like this shit's impressive. Like, do you remember Hero 108 on Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I loved it. And they were showing reruns when I was like 9, and I started actually thinking about like how they made it, and it was just like it didn't even go to like the animation; it went all the way back to like the characters, the voice acting, and that sort of from that it sort of branched off into like games, like.
That's why I appreciate Cuphead so much, because
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
all drawings.
It's all hand drawn, and like the actual people who made it took like a big leap. And all right, at this point we sort of reached the topic that I kind of wanted to discuss. Like,
And then Tumblr just fucking killed it.
I'm sad that like fandoms last so short. Now it's pretty much like memes, like they come and go,
Yes.
like at random intervals. God, fucking sad.
So, you want to talk about the thing you wanted to talk about?
No,
the
we were
abnormal-
already talking about it.
Oh, when like fandom's dying,
Huh? Or fandom's dying.
like games dying.
Oh god.
Fandoms.
Yeah, I mentioned this the first time we were trying to record episode 1, but like Tumblr has sort of just grown to be the fandom reaper. Like
Yeah.
all the way back in I think 2013, 14. Five Nights at Freddy's was a big thing. That lasted for a while, for like a year or two. Until like Five Nights at Freddy's 3, we just kind of just like drawing it out and trying to kill it. And yeah, that fandom sort of died with like the introduction of like fan art and OCs. OCs? If they're done well, I appreciate them, but if it's just like they use like 18 different colors on one character, make the eyes really big, the waist really small, and right after that, I think was Undertale, I guess. Yeah, Undertale. And that one stayed.
And then-
That one stick for I think also a few months up to a year, and sort of died off due to like fleeting popularity. Because it only had the game, and after like YouTubers like Markiplier and Texas, oh my god, it's also a topic I'm going to go into. After they, Markiplier didn't really play it because he played it wrong and decided to kill some of the main characters. And people got so pissed at him that he just stopped playing it and just played it later. But back to the topic. After, they stopped playing it and all, they completed it or whatever, it just sort of died along with, like, Rule 34R and, OCs.
Fanfics.
Yeah, inevitable stuff. And after that, what would be after Undertale? Rick and Morty. God.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Rick and Morty. I actually.
Wouldn't it be Steven Universe?
Steven. I mean, that was already pretty weebish. Like, I don't hate Steven Universe, but I have to be in the mood to watch Steven Universe. If I'm in the mood to feel like emotions, then I will watch Steven Universe on Hulu. I mean, like, I wouldn't say it was like a main fandom, because nobody would really make videos completely based on Steven Universe, at least not big YouTubers. Back to Rick and Morty.
Well, yeah.
That one, Rick and Morty only lasted like half a year with Dead One Thought, Wub Wub Dub Dub, Pickled Ricks, etc., 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 etc. And I enjoyed the show. I would watch it on Hulu because I would never get into it on Adult Swim. And apparently season 3 was a huge flop. I haven't been able to watch it recently because, I forgot my Hulu password and it feels bad. Like, apparently that was a huge flop for everything. And I don't know when the next season is. I don't think anyone does. After that was Cuphead. Cuphead was like the first of a majority of the fandoms that I still enjoy. Like, the art style is innovative even though it's already done. Like, the gameplay is smooth, but if there's one thing the game lacks in, it's RNG. Alright, do you remember that one, Grimace Matchstick, the dragon fucker?
Yes, fucking hated him.
Hated that shit, because where the clouds would spawn was completely based on chance. That means that whenever you fell after, like, completing a super, or accidentally jumped way too far, it was completely based on chance. And God, I still love Cuphead. I still do technically, but as all fandoms do, they brought it to the ground.
Just die.
It was sort of like an Undertale thing, where it was all the material that it had was just the game. Like Rick and Morty, it had like a lot of people behind it who would like to, talk a lot about it. Like, who's the person who would do the voice for Rick and Morty? Well, him. He already did a lot of stuff in the past. But the people at MHDMR, I don't know. It's those letters in some order. They had never done anything like this before. And this was a huge leap, considering that they spent a lot of money on it and almost went homeless, I guess. And yeah, it totally paid off in the long run, though. They must have made like millions on that game.
It's up to develop another good game.
It's like the Dark Souls of platforming. It's like it's hard. Like, I wouldn't say it's Dark Souls. Dark Souls hard. Like, it's not like bullshit. It's only like challenging. Like, I remember like breaking into nervous sweats at times in Cuphead, but in the end I felt super relieved when I beat it.
In Dark Souls, you're constantly sweating, honestly.
It's just a sweat fest. It's not good. Alright.
No. Especially when you're holding 1,000,000 souls.
I remember
that you lose that due to like bullshit.
one time when I went to Mickey's house, I decided to play Dark Souls because I had literally nothing else to do. And I started playing, and I beat one of the first enemies. Like, oh shit, I'm already done with this place.
Lyrics Gundyr.
Maybe this game isn't that terrible. Like, I did die like multiple times beforehand. And Mickey comes in like, wait, what are you doing? You're like, well, I beat the stage, didn't I? Well, no, you just beat a mini boss. That's like one of the normal enemies.
It's basically a tutorial.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You just beat the tutorial stage.
I couldn't explain in words how much that pissed me off. Because I had died at least 30 times to that boss beforehand. And trying to learn its moveset and everything. I googled a walkthrough on that. And I just left. I just bounced and just went to the next place.
Got to fucking Lothar Castle. When I first played Dark Souls 3, I didn't know how to get to the next stage. I sat there for at least 2 hours wondering, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
Because, like, I've been spoiled by, like, Nintendo games, like, mostly guiding my way, like guiding me to, like, what I should do next. Like, at times in Nintendo games, I would, like, wander aimlessly, like, by the way, you have to go to this place. Fucking moron. Like, oh my god, I just want to appreciate things like Super Mario Odyssey more. Like, I'm not sure if that's...
They need to release, like, DLC for Odyssey, honestly.
I feel like Odyssey's already...
Or, like, have more movesets like it.
I feel like Odyssey is like a 100% full game. Like, everything you could ever need in that game is there. Like, there's a lot of after game. Like...
Did you know Odyssey actually awards you for going places you're not supposed to be?
Yeah, it, like, congratulates you for, like, knowing how to fuck up Nintendo games. Like, oh, if you know how to exploit your movements, well, good fucking job. Here's a moon.
Here's a fucking moon.
I love that shit. It's like, each part of the... You need a certain amount of moons to get to the next. And, yeah, after you beat the whole game, I guess 100% it, where you can get every moon, every place. The thing is, like, the game keeps you guessing where moons are, to the point where, like, you have to Google where some moons are. I think I've only completed one place completely in Mario Odyssey, and that was the Cap Kingdom. And keep in mind, there are at least, like, I think 12 places in the entire, like, world you can go to. And I think there's one place that I still haven't unlocked. Because, you know, in Super Mario Odyssey, you can go to the moon. And I just unlocked the darker side of the moon.
I don't understand that.
And
what's in that area?
The thing is, I don't really know either. Oh, I remember. It was, have you ever actually seen gameplay of Odyssey?
Yes, I've seen gameplay.
Oh, you remember the blue
but I don't
right?
think. The what?
The little rabbit shits.
Yes.
It was sort of this tower. I never made past this. This is fucking frustrating. I couldn't quick save at any point. I just went, like, to the, like, way beginning. But, like, you would have to, like... Okay, you would have to... electro ball shit and just go into this little tower, like, made out of moon rock, and you have to fight each one of them, like, all 4 of them. And I'm not even sure what's after that. Like, there are no hearts, little time in between, depending on, like how fast you went, and you have to fight all of them with the same amount of HP.
Oh,
it was, I couldn't get past the second one, which I think was the girl. I couldn't fucking beat it, because
body's warm again.
by that time,
Got my hand.
by that time,
What,
I
the dragon?
already only
I
had
thought-
one health.
I'll
so
get for you this week.
completely
I get for you this week.
fucked.
Okay?
It doesn't have to be this week, you know. It could be like next week. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Alright, I'm gonna try.
What's your opinion on like fighting games?
fighting games? Like, are you saying things like
As in like
Street Fighter or?
yeah, Street Fighter, Tekken, anything like that?
Oh my god. I haven't played one in a long time. I haven't played like
Really?
just straight up 2D fighting game in the longest time. Like,
Wow.
shit. Oh my god. I remember I'm having a flashback where like my older brother would kick my ass at Mortal Kombat, like with Raiden.
Fucking hate Raiden.
Raiden is such a comboing little faggot. And, like, he had the most powerful attacks, he had teleport and everything, the whole shebang. And
Well, Kung Lao had teleport as well,
shut up.
and Scorpion.
I picked that one guy with he was pretty much just Wolverine. You remember him? He had
I'm
little
trying to
blades in
think.
his fist.
Oh, Baraka.
Yeah, Baraka. I remember I'd always make fun of Obama. Like, ha, Barack Obama. And alright. And I remember I would always do this one thing. It was just a spin move and anyone caught it was like fucked. Like that's all it would do. And he would just kick my ass for doing that. Like he would teleport and just like wreck my ass with like brutalities.
So he punished you for doing some cheesy
Yeah,
shit.
cheese. I remember one time I beat him, and recently I just look back on it and it's like, cheesy fucker let me win. Fucking, I hate fucking like growing up like that. Like looking back on things and realize how shitty
Mhm.
things were.
All I do is look back at my embarrassing days.
No, I don't want to fucking do that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Ooh.
You just went back to look at your embarrassing parts. Ha! Did you? You just remember some shit. You have to tell these people now.
Oh my god, I remember, no. Okay, going back to Undertale, there's still parts of Undertale that I like doing. I like playing parts of the soundtrack on my piano. Not piano, but keyboard. A really shitty keyboard, but I still appreciate it. But I do remember some points where I would straight up lie to people and say like, "Oh yeah, I made this Undertale remix," because like, look, I can just play a little bit of it, and I just play a little bit of it, and they're like, "Oh, well, okay, well, good job." I was like, "Thanks, thank you so much." Like I remember, I would always say like, "Oh no, I just have a bunch of alts, just in case, like, you know, stuff." I would never give a good reason why I had so many alts, but I would just say that I've made a lot of, you know, Undertale remixes, and yeah, at that point in my life, it was just full of lies. I was a sad little fucker.
Feels bad, man.
And it's reached a
Feels
point
bad.
where I'm like really good at drawing sands. Really, really, really good. I'm not sure if I ever showed you, but I remember I like fucking nailed this one really good drawing of sands, and I would just show everyone like send it to everyone on Snapchat like, look how good this is. It's so, oh my god, amazing. And I remember one time I showed my parents like, oh, what are those robots? I'm like, no, they're skeletons. Oh, good job. Like, oh my god.
This hurts to listen
I know. Ugh. I remember, okay, I'm going back to 7th grade. So I was getting to Don't Starve, and I was getting to the art style of it, and now I'm really good at drawing in that art style, but I digress. I remember super cocky with it. Like, I remember I would like bring my sketchbook to school and like leave it open so people could like openly see like the shit I drew inside. And I remember like, wait, these people are looking at my book enough. I'll just like pretend to add some details and shading. It's like, and I remember getting, I think, Tyler's attention. Like, did you draw that? I'm like, yeah, I did it all by myself. Even though I drew it from reference from Google Images search. Like, whoa. And I was just leaving it out during science, and the person who sat next to me, whether it was like, I think Sarah at one point, well shit, and Weiss, I just left it out, and I silently scooted it against them, like, just so they could see, but I tried being really discreet about it so they wouldn't notice. They did.
I feel bad.
I feel bad too. God, why do you have to fucking talk about this shit? Just for level it.
I bring up good subjects, no, you fucker.
Okay,
Alright.
just
I have an ask Reddit here. Men who admit they cry. What makes you cry?
What makes me cry is like, let's see, what would make me cry? I think family shit. Like, same. Okay, this is gonna be kind of fucked up, but like at points when I'm feeling masochistic, where I would have to immediate family members to kill.
Aww.
I would get super depressed about like what if that actually happened? Who would I decide to kill? And then I started thinking like, oh my god, I'm so fucking messed up. And then I just start crying, like bawling my eyes out, like trying to sleep. And at that time, I'm listening to like really emotional piano music, and it's just like.